Gun's Hole, where, yeah, you guys are just getting the town folks prepared to eat this perpetual stew.
The Bargoo. If anybody can sell a Bargoo, a halfling can sell a Bargoo. I will go door to door and start getting everybody excited.
Okay. You're gonna go door to door in the town to get everybody excited.
I personally will, sure.
All right. As you're going door to door, um, you reach this house over here that I'm pinging. You see
And I'm
it?
going to get attacked by a big dog wolf.
Um, no, you notice a gray pillar-like monolith set against a sky blue field above two crossed silver fish, their scaly bodies forming an X with their heads at upper left and upper right. The monolith signifies a local mystery, while the fish represent the bounty of Redwater.
The fish
Oh, wait, never
represent
mind.
what?
Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, you see this in some places throughout the town. It's their town heraldry. No, you see a ring of megaliths known as the 20 Stones of Thrun. Standing at the southern edge of town, 19 of these crudely fashioned granite menhirs are arranged in a rough triangle with a single stone at the formation's center. Um, so, yeah, you just see this. If you look down a little bit further at the map, you can kind of see it on the map.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Scroll down a little
Oh,
bit.
I sure can.
Yeah, they have their own henge here.
Yeah, Stonehenge going on.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
So that's.
Oh, when I get to that
go.
person's door, does somebody answer that door?
Sure.
I'll inquire about that.
He'll tell you it's the 20 Stones of Throne. Yeah. Well, it's been here a long while. I mean, Thrun was one of the oldest legends in the Northern folk. I think he's a god, but others think he was an elemental spirit. The druids bound here. I don't know, but them their stones are cool.
I know magic exists. You don't think if we found a druid or something, they could figure out a way to get this elemental back?
I ain't no magic user. I don't know why you're asking me this.
Oh, you look quite intelligent, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overassume your knowledge.
Now there, I didn't say I wasn't intelligent. I said I don't know them their magic. I know lots of other things.
Oh, well, you could tell me all about them while you fill your belly at that hall right over there. We are having a bargoo. What is a bargoo, you may ask? Why, it'll be a pot filled with the finest vegetables and any fish you want to bring, and it'll feed everybody in this town. Something this town needs badly. A hint of shining light. Consider it a gift from me and my friends to this town.
You seem awful excited about that there stew. Did you poison it? Are you trying to kill us?
Why would I want to kill you?
Well, I don't know.
Quite
Maybe.
the opposite. Quite
Maybe.
the opposite, good sir. I want to provide for you. I think
Maybe,
it's
maybe
about
you're
time
working with
somebody's
Arl.
been here. A what?
Maybe you're working there with Arl.
Arl.
You know the Winter Storm Maiden. Maybe you're one of them ones that help bring on this cold. Why should we trust you?
Well, I want to kill her. That's why.
Just because you says it doesn't make it real.
Oh, look at me.
I can says
and I've got a shield I got toward him. Like, if I wanted to kill you, wouldn't I just attack you?
I can says you're a mighty handsome fellow, but that don't make it real.
No, I mean, look, I could try to hurt you right now, and I'm not.
Well, you ain't making me feel any better by threatening to hurt me.
Oh, come. Is it only one person in this household, or does it look like a family?
It's a family.
It's a family.
3 kids, 1 adult, and
If you'd prefer whoever you'd like to come with me could come with me, check it out, and then come back and get the rest of your family. We just want to do good for your towns.
well, me youngins are hungry, so we'll go with you. But this better not be no trick.
This ain't no trick. As a matter of fact, as you can see, I've already have gone to many of the houses, and it's probably filling up over there.
Well, there better be some left for us. I know we live out here on the outsides, but that don't mean we got to starve too.
Oh, we made sure to make plenty.
He'll gather up his 3 children and make his way over towards the little meeting hall area.
I need to be writing this down. What is that called again?
The
stone?
20 stones of Thrune.
20 stones.
Amanda, you still have that document, the Google Doc?
I'm sorry, what's that?
I said, do you still have your Google Doc?
I do.
Okay.
How do you spell Thrune?
Thruun.
Is that the name of the hall?
No, that's the name of the Stonehenge area. The 20
Okay.
stones of Thrune. Alright. So yeah, you go out and you gather the townsfolk. Doesn't take you overly long to do so, and they meet at the town hall. You can definitely see the inbreeding when more of them are together. A lot of them look alike.
So we want to save these people.
Alright.
Gorgash mutters under his breath.
Gorgash.
What?
They think I'm handsome here. You might be able to get lucky.
No, thank you.
Are you sure?
White.
Did you tell the townsfolk to bring bowls?
I was assuming they would bring bowls. If not, I guess we'll have to make an announcement to bring your darn bowls. Go home, grab your bowls.
Yeah, you'll have to make an announcement for them to go home and grab their bowls.
Well, I'm sure there's kids. They'll probably just send kids back to their huts. House or wherever I have.
And all the wolves will pick them off.
One at a time.
Yep.
Alright. So after a good little while, most of the townsfolk go back with bowls. Everyone's got a bowl in their hands. And they go through this soup kitchen line.
Ooh, I'll serve. I'll be one of the servers. I'll set up a little line if anybody else wants to help.
Kikri will help.
Alright. So between the two of you, it takes you about, I'd say, 20 minutes to get everybody in town to fill up their bowls. 3 of the townsfolk brought fish for you to add to the stew. Not a
Awesome.
lot. But,
Well, a little goes a long way in this stuff, so.
It'll still add a little something to it.
Yep, a protein.
Did we tell the fishermen out on the ice?
Oh, I was assuming I told everybody I saw.
yeah, I would say
Yeah.
so. There are murmurs of appreciation as you feed them with the cauldron. You hear little kids talking about how good it is and stuff like that. There's a few smiles here and there. You also hear... everybody roll a perception check for me.
You know, Kikri, you're right. This is the right town to bring it.
I'll record it so I can hear that later.
Ooh, 20. Be throwing them crits away.
Alright. I don't know where
You two got
Dagnall's at.
23. Dusty and I got 5.
Week 4, and it's my first 1 or 20 in this game.
Alright, there he is, okay. So Kikri and Merrick, since you guys are the ones that are actually handing out the stew, you hear murmurings though from a couple of the townsfolk talking about, imagine how jealous the people in Goodmead are going to be when they hear about this.
Excuse me, sir? I don't know if you want to, go around telling all the other towns you have this. People are desperate. They might attack your town to try to get it. You might want to kind of keep this under wraps.
Well, you're here, ain't you? You can fight them off.
Well, we're not planning on staying here. We wanted a good town to have this. And we chose your town.
This is way more food than we can possibly eat, and we were trying to think of towns that could use it, and you were the first town we thought of, with things being hard and all. The ice is frozen up. You can hardly fish. Things aren't growing. Foraging stinks.
Well, we do so appreciate that, but I mean, I won't say nothing, but I can't promise that the kids might not say something.
Well, you might want to talk to the kids. You might want to talk to the others and just let them know, because when you stop and think about it, this can make a lot of food, and all the other towns, they're bigger than you.
And this wouldn't feed all of them, and it would cause problems.
No, they'll just steal it. Then they'll kill you for it. And maybe they'll throw you in the pot, because things are really bad.
Yeah. People in other towns are killing people to hope that this goddess stops the winter.
But you're not doing that.
Well, no, we ain't got enough people to kill anyways.
Exactly. And
But
we
you wouldn't
tend
do it anyway because you value your own.
Well, there's true. We do value our own.
We just want to take care of you guys.
In one small way. But it sounds like we might have to go handle some winter wolf problems.
Well, yeah, we can't leave the town with those winter wolves out there.
And if the winter wolves figure out that you got this pot, you're probably not going to be safe in here either.
Ooh. Wow, I
Mhm.
mean, how's they's gonna eat it and make it work?
Fill it with water. You can use it.
Whoa. We don't want everybody to know. We got to they got to make a feeding schedule, right? If kids just start coming in here and filling it with water, it's going to run out. Won't last them all day.
But if the winter wolves are responding to a giant, well, a giant can sure figure it out.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, should everybody in this town know how it works? I thought we specifically only told one person for a reason.
Oh.
Well, let's try to have a good bargoo and get ready for what's coming next.
Yeah. Thus is life in the 10 towns I've beginning to understand.
Yeah, celebrate while you can, because the hard times are always coming. But I do feel a lot better now that we have a dwarf, because dwarves and giants don't get along well.
Ugh.
Alright. So you guys feed the townsfolk. They do seem a smidge bit happier. They got food in their belly now. So it's not horrible for them. All said, let's see. You left in the morning from Goodmead. It took 4 hours to get here, making it about noonish. And then by the time you did everything with the food, another 2 hours has passed. So it's about 2 in the afternoon, I would say. Which means you can travel to the lodge, which is a half day's walk from here. So if you take off now, I don't know what they consider to be a half day. I would say that's probably about 6 hours.
Yeah, 4 or 6 hours.
Huh?
Yeah, between 4 and 6 hours, probably.
So yeah, I mean, you can try to get to the Winter Lodge before night, if you so desire.
Yeah, well,
And with the snow,
those wolves know we're here now. I don't know if that's gonna agitate that giant.
And the concept of day and night really mean nothing, because it's always night.
Mhm.
Yep.
We can go till we're tired.
Yeah, with the snow blowing and everything too, it's very possible that the tracks could disappear.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's fill up, have good times. Drink any spirits they can spare that they're willing to give us, and move on our way.
They don't have any spirits to
I
share.
was going to say that might be a little more moonshine than you want.
Yeah, it's true. Her spirits are probably you can see spirits.
Okay.
Let's get going before those winter wolves make their way back.
All right. All right, so you guys head on out. All right.
Well, I'm sitting at the table with the party. I'm going to ask them if anybody knows anything about magic. I doubt. Well, the cleric, maybe.
I do.
You know about magic, Corgash.
Of course.
I don't mean a magic sword or anything.
Orc knows magic.
What?
Said it's only logical our orc knows magic.
Well, there's these stones. They're called the 20 Stones of Throne. And they're out in the southwest area of this town. And at some point, they're there to represent some kind of guardian that was here. Some people think it was a god. Some people think druids just left an elemental to protect this place. Whatever it is, it's gone now. But it's been there a while, so I don't know if it can be reactivated.
You might not want to reactivate it.
Think it could be corrupted by the Frostmaiden?
Maybe. Or maybe the thing that is under there is just downright awful too.
Could be. They seem to think it was something that was good for the town.
You might have noticed that they're not all too bright either.
Well, a lot of people might say that about your race, but sometimes looks can be deceiving.
Oh, here, I should have shown that to you guys, and I didn't. That is what the winter wolves look like.
Is that me, a halfling, or is that a real person?
It's a halfling.
Good. Because I'd hate to see how small I'd be compared to him if, yeah.
You're a mid-morning snack.
Yeah. I can poke it in the eye with my rapier.
Love the art in this book.
Beautiful.
Just from what we've seen so far.
I know, the art is amazing. All right.
Definitely buying it in hardcover.
So you guys head on out. Let's see here. All right. Go ahead and roll your tracking there, Kikri, to see if you can follow the trails from the wolves.
All right, so trails from the wolves. Was that what you said?
Yeah, to follow the trail from the wolves.
All right, I click my +2 and let's see what happens.
All right.
Looks like they're giving me a 9.
All right. They're there. They're extremely hard to follow, but they are there.
If I lose sight of tracks or if I think they're too hard to follow, then I'll take to the wing so I can try to get a spot, an eye on the manor home.
Okay. You know,
If there's a lodge big enough for a giant to live in it, I should be able to see it.
well, it is half a day's march, though, so it can be kind of hard to...
Well, how flat is the terrain?
It's not extreme. I mean, it's got valleys and stuff like that. There's a lot of things that have cropped up with the snow blowing and everything like that. So, all right.
Well, if I pass out in the snow, the last words that are coming out of my mouth are, Yoda, dig the system.
All right.
And stick me in the bird.
Okay. Roll a perception check, guys.
Is it related to the terrain in any way?
Yeah, I guess you could say so.
Jeebus!
Holy cow, Koryash.
I've never actually seen that on this program. I've never just seen a 0. That is a first.
Oh my.
All right.
I mean, what does that even mean? Does that mean you're walking and sleeping? What does that mean?
Meets the blowing snow has crusted his eyes over. Wow. Dagnall and Kikri. As you guys are going, it's about 3 hours in. You notice a pack of 6 wolves that are prowling around in the snow.
Snow wolves or wolves?
Just wolves, not winter wolves.
Not winter wolves, okay. They make good food for the town, but I don't really think we need to kill them. Do you guys?
Yeah, I'll ask Kikri if he can see from his vantage point if there's a way that we can continue on and kind of move around them.
They're just sort of sniffing around up there?
Make a nature check there, Kikri.
Yeah, I want to try to figure out what they might be doing or what they might be up to. We might not need to do anything special. A 22.
All right, Kikri. Yeah, you notice that they are very gaunt looking, from starvation.
All right, so if we could, if I could maybe chuck them a couple of these trout, that'll keep them busy. And we can just keep on going.
Quite
How they
possibly.
cook
How
them.
many trout do you have, and how big are they?
I caught a couple really big ones before we left. Enough to feed us for like 10 days or something ridiculous, if I
Okay.
remember right.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
I
party's
believe
for
so.
10 days. Yeah.
So you could probably chuck 2.
Yep, and that'll help the wolves a little bit, and we can just go right on by them. No need to fight them, no need to kill them. Wolves, they play a very important role in the ecosystem.
That they do.
I mean, they're just doing wolfy things.
True.
That's right.
All right. So you grab 2 fish out of your pack and
Drop them from the air.
fly them over and drop them from the air to the pack. Okay. All right.
Flyby.
At this point, the rest of the party has noticed that the wolves are there. As you see Kikri fly overhead and drop 2 pretty large fish down, it almost looks like a savage attack. I mean, they literally start ripping into the fish. The snow is flying because they're all trying to eat off of them. You see them even go so far as to like growl and slash at a wolf next to them if they're trying to get too close to where they're eating off the fish. It's pretty savage, but you guys do need to make your way fast because, yeah,
We'll be next on the menu.
quite possibly.
That chocobo is going to run right past us.
All right. Okay. So you guys keep going. Make one more nature or survival check for me there, Kikri, to follow the tracks from the winter wolves.
Sure thing.
Alrighty.
Well, yeah, the way that it works is I've got a special toggle set up so that I can turn on my natural explorer feature, but it doesn't add it in. So it gives the 10 plus 2 and you have to add it in your own head. Sorry.
That's okay. That's fine for me. Where is that? Okay. Huh. That's weird. Why is it not popping out? Well, Farfig Newton. Let's try this again. Okay. The heck? Huh. My stuff is not working. That is so weird. That pulls up. Oh, because that's already out. Okay. I did that one. Well then. For some reason, my links are not working. What on earth? Alright. Be right back, guys. I'm going to try logging back in since I closed it all out. Maybe that'll work. There we are. Okay. There we go. Now it looks like it's working some. All right. Okay. I apologize that. Jutting up out of the vast tundra is a towering edifice built entirely of ice. The dome structure is easily 3 times the height and width of any of the buildings in Tin Town. You guys see that picture?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my.
All right. So that is what you see. You see 3 openings on the east side. There.
Why is it always 3 openings with these giants?
There's one entrance for each. There's one big entrance for the giant, and 2 smaller entrances for the winter wolves.
Apparently so.
Doggy doors.
Am I looking at this picture right? Does it look like the ice is broken up around it?
It could just be drifts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks like drifts to me.
Are the doors open? Are there doors at all? Or is it like fur coverings? Like, how are the doors?
It doesn't look like there's doors at all. It looks like they're open.
Right, so we're going to sneak in.
Yes.
See if we can figure out what's going on in there. If we can get the giant by himself and get the jump on him, that might be the edge that we need to walk away from it.
I agree. That is a sound strategy.
So, wow. Which entry way do you guys want to go in?
We're going for the giant.
Possibly one of the doggy doors. I mean, one of the side entrances.
Maybe actually take the time to scout this out and see how things are coming and going for once, like we should have last time?
So you want to scout out the whole structure?
Yeah.
Well, I think so, but
I was gonna say, it doesn't really look like there's much for us to hide within to scout.
that's my problem. That's what I was about to say. Is there anything? I mean, are we on a hill or anything, or are we just on a flat land looking right at this thing out in the open?
I mean, you can try to use cover to circle around it if you want to try to look at everything else.
What about Kikri? Are there any other fresh tracks that we need to be concerned about?
Well, that would be something that I should be able to know with my ranger ability. If I'm looking for information on beasts, I have advantage on any checks, survival checks, to track them or to get information about them. To track them, I get advantage, and I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about them.
Okay.
I also have the additional double proficiency bonus because this is in my favorite terrain. So if I'm trying to get tracks and it's about beasts, I should have advantage on that check. And I'm willing to take a look around to see if I can find evidence of anything coming and going.
Do you want to walk all the way around it or just in the front area?
I won't even walk.
You'll
I'll go
fly?
the quieter way and I'll fly. I don't fly very often.
Okay.
Yeah.
And since we know,
All right. So in flying around this domed structure, you see there are those three entrances. You on the south side of the structure, you also see a tunnel. And now you said you get advantage on checks when it comes to beasts and stuff.
Advantage on beasts. I get to add my +2 because it's Arctic. I can even, while tracking creatures, you learn the exact number, sizes, and how long ago they passed through the area.
All right, go ahead and roll that check for me. All right. So on the south side of the building, you see a tunnel, and having been in this area many times, it looks like it's a Rimoraz tunnel.
Oh,
You
that
can
would be incredibly helpful.
you can see where it went in and then left a little bit of a different path leaving.
Is there any evidence that the Rimoraz is still around?
No, not that you can see. You can see that the tunnel itself is a little bit iced over from the heat of the Rimoraz, melting it and then it freezing back over. But no, you do not see that it is still there. Based on it, I would say the Rimoraz is at least 3 days gone.
Okay, I will go down into the Rimoraz tunnel and see what I find down there.
Okay. How far in do you want to go?
I'm gonna sneak in, and sometimes Rimoraz they'll eat things that could be useful. Also, the tunnel could be useful because we might just decide to collapse this entire thing in on itself, which could make for a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All we do is put a really big fire under here, and that entire lodge is going to collapse, y'all.
Okay. So if you look, all right, I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna put you on the map. It's the map. It's the map. All right. Can you guys see anything on this map?
Black.
All
It's
right.
all
Okay. So I'm going to say, let's see here. You guys should still have all your stuff.
But this is Connor alone. We're
Right.
not with
I'm just putting everybody on the map for now.
put them on the map, and I'm not going to go too far in before I'll call them to me, because I'm not interested in dying down here. Birds shouldn't die underground. That's just not the way of things.
No. No, they shouldn't.
Yeah, your race in particular doesn't care for underground.
All right, let me get you guys on the map, and then you guys should still have your dark light and such vision up. Dang it, why did I put two of you on there? Kikri, you're over here. And Ursha, you're here. Okay.
I'm serious, though, while she's working on that, that if we do build a big enough fire under it, we could bring that structure down. They used to do it all the time for like castle walls and things like that. You burrow under the structure and then just build the biggest fire you can manage.
How are we going to get the people out?
There's people in there. Are we sure?
Well, we know 2 people went in days ago
Missing.
with a bunch of hungry winter wolves and a giant.
All right.
But remember, I'm dumb. I believed them. So
Kikri, night vision. I don't know why it doesn't save these.
I don't have night vision, no.
Okay. Do you have
No,
um
A torch, absolutely.
okay, so you have a torch, and that is 20 feet of bright
20,
light. 20, 40. All right. Okay. So it's 20 feet of bright light and then an additional 20 feet of low light. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay. And then let's look at Ursha.
60 foot. I have dark vision.
Okay. Korgash.
60-foot dark vision.
I thought so. It frustrates me that this doesn't save it.
But yeah, you think it would map to map.
Oh, hey, there's a friend down there.
I was going to say, is that something we can put in maybe? That it would save?
You might be able to. Merrick,
Drag and drop.
you don't have no night vision at all, right?
no, I don't have a torch.
Okay.
And a shield. That's what I keep out.
And Dagnall.
60 feet, dark vision.
Okay. All right. So, Connor, you can see the hole now?
I can see the hole.
All right. So, how far in do you want to go?
I'll go a little ways in with my torch, but not too far in. I'm gonna be ready to call out if there's danger.
Like 10 feet in, 15 feet in?
Well, I got to get in there to see what's ahead.
Just the tip.
Okay. So you can go
Just like when you're in Streeter.
going in the hole, and it's going to take you 5, 10. Let's see if we do that. That's going to be... You can come up to here, so you can peek out into the room. How's that?
Wow. So it actually burrows up into the structure.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna fly back down. But before I do that, I'm gonna attach a piton here.
Okay.
On the top here, and I'm gonna run a rope back to the through the tunnel to the other side.
Okay.
And I'm gonna piton it on the other side also, because it's slippery. Because the heat of a remoraz is gonna make it icy, and you wouldn't want to try to walk through it. But I'm gonna say this actually burrows up into the structure. It could be a good way to sneak in and get out too.
Right. Now, mind you guys, on this one square on the field is actually 10 feet. So your characters are a little bit bigger than they should be, but I didn't want to have to, like, really brighten it up so much, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. They got baby squares in there too, though.
Yeah, they do, but then if we zoom in so much, I mean, we could zoom in that much if you wanted to. I can do that. I'll baby you down then. There we go, baby squares.
Baby squares.
They got little light baby squares in there for 5 foot.
Yep. All right.
Those are also the biggest casks I've ever seen.
Right? Those are like 20-foot casks.
We're itty bitty.
You are itty bitty. Well, there you go, guys. Your itty bittiness.
Should I still only be seeing darkness on my screen?
Yes,
All right.
because you don't have a torch or anything.
And you're not technically on the map yet. We're just
I wasn't sure. I was
Hanging
double
out.
checking. I didn't think so.
All right. So you put your pittance in, and then you fly back over to your friends.
Yep. I say that the tunnel goes in, and there's no evidence that the Runrise has been through there anytime in the last several days. And on the other side, there's really, really big barrels full of stuff. That I didn't go any further into the structure because that could be dangerous. The basics. But past that tunnel, we definitely want to be moment you get into the tunnel, you're going to want to be super quiet, because that could just act like a big sound chamber and just blare our presence through the entire place if we're not careful.
okay. No clunking around.
That might be a problem with a couple of our friends.
True that. All right. Is that how you guys are going in then? Through the Remoraz tunnel?
Yep.
It's definitely the way they don't expect.
Okay.
I'll put my
This is
crampons
slippery,
on.
too. Yeah, crampons.
And I will take my boots off so that I can just use my claws as crampons.
All right. Beans, are you going to light yourself? Well, you've got the torch now.
Yeah, I do. Torch and shield. It's a big hole.
Yes, it is.
Remoraz are big worms.
That's what he said. Ha! Sorry. All right. You guys will actually all fit down the hole at once, too.
Ooh, should we do like one of those action scenes in a movie where we're all sliding down the hole?
If you want to scream and yell and make lots of noise.
And everybody's terrified, but one crazy character's having fun.
Could be a montage.
Yeah.
Montage!
Always fade out on a montage.
All right. So you guys are going to sneak through the tunnel. So everybody roll your stealth checks for me. Let's see how
Yeah.
sneaky you can be.
Oh dear.
Some of us don't even get disadvantage.
Right?
Yeah.
And I have a +5 on that. How fun is that?
+3.
Dagnall, are you at disadvantage?
Yeah, for armor.
Yep, and so
Korgash
is
is at
Korgash. Yeah.
Okay. Ah.
So the party's already fucked because 4 out of 5.
Yep. Yep.
Exactly.
You guys are fucked.
Exactly.
Our average 9.
We're usually really good at stealth checks, especially Korgash. It's hilarious.
Any of you guys have alchemy or any sort of alchemist history?
No.
No.
I drink potions.
Nope.
Did you say history?
Any sort of alchemy, like knowledge.
Are you looking for some kind of arcane then rather than history?
No, I'm looking for alchemy. Anybody with alchemist sort of, any sort of alchemist background or anything.
Tools or whatever. Yeah.
Yes. No. All right.
Nope.
Okay then. All right, so you guys make your way through this tunnel.
Oh,
Nah.
hey, we didn't get an advantage from the rope.
No. You don't get an
Okay.
advantage from the rope. That's just to make sure you don't fall on your ass. Because it's like ice.
Okay.
This is just to know if we're quiet or not.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
All right.
Like Korgash and I bumped into each other.
I fell on my butt a time or two because I tripped over someone's foot.
That was my whole body.
I was going to probably Korgash's foot.
All right. So you guys make your way into this room quite loudly. And a foul scent pervades the room. Connor, or Kikri, I should say. Kikri would know those barrels are actually whale oil.
I thought you were going to say a toilet.
A big fire?
Yeah, whale oil. That'll start a fire.
Check for people, start a fire. Okay.
Check for people, don't fight and start a really big fire.
I mean, I can
Is
throw
it don't fight amongst?
fire. Boom. Thing.
Okay. So,
With sound effects.
what would you guys like to do right now?
So are we seriously going to look for people, guys?
Probably.
Yeah, because we're trying to rescue them.
I mean, we were told to.
I'll move to there, I guess. It doesn't help. I'm afraid to go around the corner, guys. Should the more quiet of us kind of look for people?
Yeah,
So while the rest of us kind of cover the exit.
that'd be a good idea. The rest of you, though, if you could, look and see if you can find a way to tap the oil and pour it into the tunnel.
Okay.
Because if we are able to sneak through this, we'll go through. After we release the oil from the casks into the tunnel, and then we'll just light it, and then this whole structure will go down. And even if it doesn't take out the giant might not stay here anymore.
It's true.
Smart.
All right. Take a first step forward here. I'm still not seeing anything.
So who's the quiet
Betty.
one of the group?
Well, me and Kikri just moved.
Yeah. I know I'm pretty quiet.
I see a foot.
He has wings. We don't. Not that those that keep quiet, but
Yeah, no. But I've got good feet too. I can walk quiet on. I don't. Right now, we just see a bedroll big enough for a giant.
Oh, I thought that was a boot. Well, yeah, that is a bedroll. Good thing that isn't a boot.
So I'm going to go poke around in the bedroll.
Okay. You're gonna
Stop
poke-
looking for bugs.
I wonder
The
if they're
only-
giant.
The only
Wait.
furniture in this cavernous chamber is a big fur bedroll. The fur is matted and musty.
There's nothing inside of it.
Nope, nothing inside of it.
Okay. Nothing there. Keep going.
Roll your... Okay. Roll your stealth for me, guys, again. Just, I want to make sure, because Beans failed his first stealth check, so if he's trying to be quiet, I want to make sure.
22.
And
slightly better, 13.
Well, okay, well, Ursha, you're staying behind, isn't it? Just Kikri and,
Okay, good.
Merrick
Yeah, I
this
was about
time?
to say she didn't move up with us. So.
No, I'm
Alright.
just kind of hitting the doorway.
You have a +5 stealth in your own like that.
I know.
that's what we average out at like a 15 or so.
Okay. Alright. Okay, you guys keep making your way through.
Okay. I am very slow. These guys are not going to get to us for turns. Do we really want to leave them that far back?
If we're trying to be sneaky, yes.
Okay,
They're all armor, and they've got important work to do.
that's true. Oh, I'm still not up. Oh.
And now we're sneaking around. It curves around to the right. There's a long tunnel. Come on, Merrick.
I'm sorry, I bumped something.
I found a
Screen.
Alright. You're close enough now. This oval chamber with high walls of glittering ice resembles a spelcher. The frozen, hacked-upon corpse of a frost giant lies on the floor, entombed in translucent ice, and looming next to it is a woolly mammoth. Not far from the mammoth, carved from a single block of ice, is a giant-sized throne atop a circular dais. Chiseled into the throne's backrest is a large rune. So,
A large
see-
what?
rune. You see where I'm
Okay.
pinging right now?
That says a Norsu something.
That is a woolly mammoth. Who
Is it alive?
It is alive. At the moment, you can see its chest rising and falling and hear a bit of a snore.
It's sleeping. Giant mammoth. And the frost giant's dead?
This right here where I'm pinging is
Yes.
a frost giant entombed in ice.
Norsu.
Was that even possible? Don't get out of my light, buddy.
Yeah, why are you going that way, Merrick? You're
I'm
supposed
going
to
down to him.
be, you're supposed to be following Kikri.
I am. Sorry, my mouse is being wonky.
Okay.
So I'm gonna walk up and try to take a look at this body.
Okay. Yeah. You can see that the body is definitely all hacked up and dead.
But how did it? No evidence at all how it got covered in ice.
No, you do not know.
It was just a white dragon.
That's weird. A white dragon wouldn't even leave them encased in ice. Like, because her description, right, was that it's like entombed inside of ice.
Yeah, it's entombed in translucent ice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what produces that much ice?
How tall's the ice? Because we can see how wide and round it is, but how tall is it?
It doesn't say how tall it is, but I would say it's probably at least 10 feet tall. Because even laying flat, an ice giant is pretty freaking tall.
Can I ask what my character knows about ice giants?
Sure, you can ask what your character knows about ice giants. Let's see. Or frost giant, probably.
Yeah, frost giants. Yeah. What do I know about their hunting patterns? Anything that might be helpful here?
Let's see what you know about frost giants.
And then I'm going to start asking questions about the wounds so that we can see.
Okay. Well, you know giants are almost as old as dragons. You know that frost giants are related by elements, obviously. And that a frost giant wielded the element of ice. You know that frost giants are the mid-range giant in terms of level-wise. Storm giants are the highest ranked. Hill giants the lowest rank. Frost falls in the middle, some there.
Do they hunt in groups? Do they have companions frequently? What are those sort of things?
Let's see. They're fierce, hardy warriors. No, I'm looking.
Don't most giants hunt in groups?
They can. Let's see. You know they normally do hunt in groups, 2 or more. Usually, yeah, they usually hunt in groups of 2 or more. But you don't know on this one if there's more or not. So, you see that it's got a light blue beard. This frost giant's skin is also blue. And
I'd like to take a look at those wounds and see if we can figure out what might have caused those gigantic slashing wounds.
all right. Taking a look at the wounds, it looks like it was caused by a minimum of 3 different blades. But due to the fact that it's entombed in ice, you can't get an exact look at everything, but it appears that the wounds are more on the lower half of his body as opposed to the upper half of his body.
So whatever killed it, there was 3 of them, and they were smaller.
Are they like good cuts, or are they like rending, like a claw or a bite?
Clean.
They look to be clean cuts.
Okay, so this is not a Remoraz that did it. It's not the Winter Wolves. It probably isn't that mammoth over there.
Yeah. The symbol on the back of the chair, what is it?
Are you a magic user?
Would it help if I said I was?
Well, I mean, it's a rune, so you would have to use an Arcana check to see if you can determine.
Not necessarily. There are runes that are just different languages.
Yeah, I don't know if I speak giant, though.
I do.
Gosh, does.
You're just thinking about all the weird things your elf with the friendly pointy ears knows.
Yes.
Let's take a quick look around here, around this room. There's 2 ways out. One way to the east, one way to the north. There's a sleeping mammoth. The sleeping mammoth is snoring? Does its breathing look labored, or is it just normal?
It appears normal.
So if we wanted to get this thing out of the ice, we've got enough oil to do it. But I'm pretty sure that would wake the mammoth. I can't recall if frost giants keep mammoths or not. If it would be friendly to the frost giant or not, I don't know. But this thing has been here for days. And those winter wolves we just saw earlier today.
I'm going
to... if you're examining the ice, it makes it hard to tell how long the giant's been entombed in ice. But walking around as you have, go ahead and make a nature check for me with your advantages and stuff like that, as you're looking for tracks. Okay. You do not see... you see a bunch of woolly mammoth tracks on the ground. You see the winter wolf tracks on the ground. You can see an occasional faint, very, very faint frost giant track, but it has been trampled over many times, indicating that the frost giant tracks are at least 6 months old or more.
The symbol. I'm sorry, I'm obsessing over this. Would a piece of parchment fit over it?
Really?
I'm just going to copy the symbol. I did it. I've done it before in other games.
Well, it's a large rune.
Oh, never mind then. It's a large rune on a giant stone. Got it.
Yeah.
But you'd be able to draw it in snow. So, we can.
It's not too complex.
Yeah, we can go on back, and while they're unloading some of that whale oil and say, listen, this is the next spot we got to. This giant might not have been alive for the last 6 months. The animals have been around in this place, and yeah, it's weird.
All right.
We can do that.
We could bring the whole party up to here, but I'm worried about the woolly mammoth.
I have no way to keep that woolly mammoth asleep.
I don't even know. Do they just hibernate? Do they sleep normal rounds of sleep?
Woolly mammoth sleeps just like anything else. Sleeps when it's tired, is awake when it's not.
All right.
All right, what are you guys doing?
We're going to go back, explain the situation, and try to draw a representation of the rune and see if anybody knows what it might mean.
Okay. There you go. You go back. All right. Beans, you're gonna try to
Recreate the rune in the snow.
All right. Who's your Arcana user?
Use Arcana.
No, I'm saying, who's the one that's gonna make the Arcana check for this?
I'm going to draw it and just whoever looks at it looks. I'm going to try to get everybody to look at it.
All right. Everybody roll an Arcana check for me. You speak Giant, Ursha?
Yes.
So it's Korgash.
Okay. You two can make your checks with advantage then.
Oh, okay. Really? Really?
At least there was no one.
Wow.
Come on.
I think these dice are against me.
Well, it must be time to change the color. All right. Yeah, you guys do not know what that rune says.
Okay, well that's not the cruncher detail. So I know that we don't want to get into a fight with the mammoth on our own. So steering wide of it and looking around the rest of the place is a good idea.
All right, let's stick with that plan, but I don't want to go any further out without them. We got to bring them closer at least. In case that mammoth wakes up.
Were they able to make progress into that tunnel?
And you guys were putting the whale oil in there, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say you were able to successfully empty 1 barrel of whale oil. It took a lot of maneuvering because those things weigh 500 pounds.
Yeah. It's almost easier just to chip a little trough in the ice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Well, let's take them. There's that one little room, hallway, right?
The long hallway right before it gets to it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you guys want to
You don't
go...
have my torch on, do you, Mel?
I'm sorry?
Said you don't have my torch on. You only have his on.
Yeah, because you said you didn't have one.
No, I said I had a torch and a shield.
Oh, well, before then you said you didn't have your torch on, so I was assuming you left it off on purpose.
Unless I said something I didn't mean to say. I know at least twice I said I had a torch and a shield.
Okay.
We have to make stealth checks.
Yes, if you're trying to be quiet, you definitely need to make stealth checks.
Okay.
To roll at disadvantage. Good deal.
Okay, Korgash failed his stealth check.
Oh, did he?
Oh, he did. Ursha, okay. And then
I gave up on the sheet.
don't give up on the sheet.
It
All right,
failed me.
Kikri. All right.
+2 though. It should just be a 12.
Mine was 19.
All right, you guys made your group stealth check. So follow along to where Beans is, which is over here.
You guys stay here.
This is where we fail it.
Well, you guys made your group stealth check, so you can try to go a little bit closer if you want. Unless you're doing something that purposely interferes, you're
I
good
was
for
just
now.
moving back to the area where I was.
Alright.
By the ice giant.
Okay.
What's a Norsu?
That's the woolly mammoth.
Oh,
You guys gonna follow him?
Yes.
Me?
Yes.
Oh,
you.
I asked him to stay behind. Oh, don't do it.
Why?
I
Unless
don't
you...
like a woolly mammoth.
Well, for now, you guys are doing okay on your group stealth check.
Okay.
Alright. Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go?
You guys have dark vision? Up here? Is there a wall up here or is there another exit?
Upper exit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I scouted this out. This elliptical room has 2 exits, one to the east and one to the north, that we can go up. So
What about the one to the east?
well, let's go.
Alright. I mean, the rogue can come along with us on this. She should be fine.
And she's really good at deciphering women.
Alright,
Oh, we see wolves.
Kikri, I'm gonna put you back here. That is Kikri, right? Everybody go ahead and roll a stealth check for me in this area here. This passageway is choked with ice. Above you, icicles are densely clustered, their points sharp as daggers.
Looks like a trap.
Looks like a tarp.
I'm good at traps.
Okay, I still need Kikri and Korgash.
how about us?
Stealth check. As you
Oh, with this, I thought you were staying behind.
Oh, there we go. Kikri.
I did better.
Yeah. Korgash and Dagnall don't do so well with their armor there.
We got 3, though.
But as a group stealth check, it did well for you. Alright.
Alright. Alright. Oh, a little bit more. Nothing. A little bit. Something. There's something here.
I see wolves.
I barely see them right now. Just don't yell it out.
So what's going on with those?
Okay. So you see the wolves. Wow, you guys are being super stealthy. So let me see.
Well, most of us are anyway.
Let's see if they actually hear you. Because they're not actually facing you. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. So as you're making your way... Damn it. As you guys are making your way through this ice tunnel, even though you're being extremely stealthy, they hear you and turn to face you.
Run, you fools.
And with that...
Somebody did. That's hilarious.
Alright, with that, I think we need to go ahead and go to initiative.
Seriously.
Seriously?
See, I told you I use the sheet and I roll like crap.
Oop, I gotta make sure I do this right. Otherwise it won't show up. There we go.
Okay.
Korgash is just so fast.
That's what makes him special.
He's the fastest.
Only slightly faster than me.
All right.
Because your legs
Oh,
are...
you rolled better this time, though, Korgash.
Kikri, you are up first.
How high is the ceiling?
There are icicles hanging from the ceiling.
I'm sorry, you broke up.
There are icicles hanging from the ceiling. Lots of icicles hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. Are there any in the room?
Well, you're in a tunnel, and this whole tunnel is just chocked full of ice.
Okay, I'm asking if there is any in the room with the wolves.
They are not in a room.
That's outside.
That is leading outside.
Okay, so I'm going to tell everybody to run back into the structure. And when and I'll move up and back. And when the last of my friends move into the structure, I'm going to bring those icicles down. I'm going to bring the icicles down on top of those winter wolves.
Okay. All right. So you tell your party members to turn around, run, and get back. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
And I'm going to summon a I got one more charm. So I'm going to summon a giant elk, which should block that tunnel.
Okay, giant elk. Works for me. Let me get that pulled up for you.
I'm assuming that's like a hold action after we all get out of the tunnel.
Well, I'm not going to be able to pull it off this turn.
Right.
I can't move it to the edge of the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
I can't move the elk to the block of the tunnel.
you can't move it?
Yeah, I don't have permission to move the elk.
Oh, okay. I give you permission. Alright, let's see. There we go. Why did that do
Looking through my pirated copy of the Player's Handbook. There it is. That's what I'm looking for.
Download.
if I can give it to you. Alright, let me try this again. Stupid.
Good deal.
Why? This thing did it again the other day, too. Let's see what happens if I pull that one up. It won't give me a... I've got it at... You want it at the front of the tunnel up here?
Yeah, I want it. It's like right. Yeah, that's the best spot.
Okay. Alright. Okay. So you tell them to move and get back. You summon the giant elk. Merrick, your turn.
Far be it from me not to listen to my wise friend Kikri, as I'll move my full. Oh, somebody pinged it and threw me off, but that's all right. Was it here? Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm slow. Because I'm little.
Me too.
This giant elk come from?
It was the last use of the charm I got from the Chewinga.
The chimichanga. We used 2 of them last week.
Yeah, we did.
It's an incredibly potent charm. I'm really sad.
Alright, so Merrick, you move back. Dagnall, move back. Let's see. They have... The wolf is going to move up. Do you want the elk back one more spot? Because you said you were going to drop the ice. Are you going to drop
I can't move it back one more spot because it bump into my friends.
Okay. Well, your friends... Oh, yeah, you can't move it now. Because you said you were going to drop the ice, so I didn't know if you were going to drop the ice behind them to make it harder for the wolves to get in. Alright, well, the wolf is going to go up and, try to attack the elk. Let's see. And it misses. It misses. Okay. Ursha, your turn. Okay. Wolf number 2 is going to go up and attack the elk. And it will hit for 10 points of damage on the elk. Okay. Korgash?
Korgash will do something that nobody has seen him do before. He will mutter in an arcane language, form a ball of fire in his hand, and chuck it at that wolf.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your to hit. That
14.
That will hit for
For 13. And then he will join his compadres and beat feet.
Okay. All right, Kikri.
Right, so I'm going to stand at the ready, and I'm going to pull my elk back. So the elk is going to disengage and run back toward us.
Okay. The elk disengages. Can an elk disengage without an attack of opportunity?
It's a action option for everything.
Okay. And it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. Boom.
Oh, hello.
All right, and when that second winter wolf enters,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to bring down the ceiling.
Okay.
And the mammoth wakes up.
Yeah, the mammoth could wake up, but
Yep.
it's 2 winter wolves who didn't have to fight.
Yep. Okay. Alrighty. And yes. Boom. Holy shit. You guys got lucky with that one. Alright. Merrick.
All right. I'm sorry. Thinking to myself, because nobody else will think for me.
It's too dark and scary in your brain.
Yeah. In case that mammoth does wake up. Actually, we're gonna buffer myself between the mammoth and the party, in case it does wake up or anything comes out in that hall. And then we're gonna stop. Unless the mammoth's already waking up.
Alright. So you're running that way, Merrick?
No, it's a walk.
It's a walk? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Dagnall. Becca like a hiney hole.
I guess I'm gonna stand where I'm at and wait to see what happens.
Okay. Okay, now, Connor, you said when wolf number 2 enters the tunnel. Which one is wolf? Which one is wolf number 2?
The one that moves second in initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, they both have to enter the tunnel.
All right. Cannon goes first. Okay. That one runs in and tries to bite the elk. Is definitely successful in biting the elk for 9 points of damage. Most definitely. Ursha.
Well, can I see the wolf?
Yes.
Clearly, yes. Okay. I will shoot it with my short bow.
All right. That will miss. Okay. Are you moving after you shoot it?
Yup.
Okay, where are you moving to?
Right here.
Alright. Alright, Connor, the second wolf begins to move into the tunnel. Where and when are you dropping the ice? Are you waiting for it to get up in combat with the elk, or are you dropping it as soon as it gets into the tunnel?
One's about halfway up the tunnel.
Okay, so it makes it about halfway up the tunnel. And go ahead and do what you're going to do to drop the ice.
I'm going to throw my Molotov cocktail alchemist fire right into the middle there. Explode the ceiling.
Okay.
Oh, well, luckily that isn't going to wake up the mammoth at all.
Roll your to hit with
Well,
that.
when Mel insisted that we roll 18 stealth checks in here, there was no chance we were going to get out without waking up the mammoth.
I will just take it.
All
I must spend my inspiration on that.
All right.
And nobody can be proficient with it. But it just automatically hits a square.
Mhm.
So I don't think I can actually miss since I'm not actually trying to hit a target.
I don't think you can really miss either. I mean, unless you completely fail and just don't hit the ceiling.
Oh, no, I've seen police footage where people have set themselves on fire with Molotov cocktails.
All right. So Kikri throws a Molotov cocktail at the ceiling, and it explodes. How big of a Molotov cocktail is this, Kikri?
An alchemist's fire.
Okay.
Really, I'm more interested in the noise than the fire.
Because that'll cause everything to collapse.
That will cause the icicles to shatter and collapse, yeah.
Okay. Alchemist fire. 20 feet, shattering at an impact.
This should give me a chance to go to the restroom.
1d4.
Right. It's not even about the fire damage.
Yeah.
It's
No,
about
but the fire damage is actually important because it does spread for every turn. So it could knock more and more icicles down on top of the creatures. All right. Yeah. I will. Pull this over here real quick. All right. Okay. On your first run through, as you throw the alchemist fire, and it creates a large boom, or a somewhat large boom, as it explodes when it hits the ceiling. You knock down a quarter of the icicles in the room. So 60, 70, 90, 10, 20, 30. So 130. So it's going to be about 30. So 10, 20. All right. So I'm going to say, let me get this here. All right. Do you see the rectangle I have drawn?
I see it.
Okay.
Sort of.
Yes.
All right. So you knock down the icicles in that area.
Hey, that's a pretty good deal.
Well, he was aiming for the wolves and trying to knock them down. He got about a quarter of them. Let's see if they are able to evade them or if they actually take hits from them. So.
Full evasion?
They also wear plate mail.
I was about to say, they don't take half damage, they have full evasion. They're rogues.
Now, let's see. How the frick do you smell icicle? Oh my god, I can't smell icicle. Okay. I'm going to say, let's see, 25% of them fell off the ceiling. They didn't dodge them. They're pretty big icicles. I'm going to say 4 icicles hit each of them.
Doing 1d20 each plus 10.
Let's see. This is a new one. Wow. How much? A dagger is what? A D8?
D4.
Or
A D4.
a longsword's to d8. If these are big icicles, you gotta figure they're at least come down with the pressure of a longsword.
Okay. We're gonna do.
There's a spell that replicates it called Sleet Storm that might just be the easiest thing to do.
Okay. That would work. Awesome. Thank you, because I'm not good at this. Okay.
Yeah, and then just make the damage piercing damage instead of bludgeoning damage from the falling ice.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that the adventure didn't plan on something like this happening.
I'm sure it did not plan on something like that happening.
But it's smart.
Shh. Give Kikri a big head. His head's already big enough.
Oh, but Sleet Storm doesn't actually do damage.
I'm sorry, there's Ice Storm. Ice Storm is the one that does damage.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I would have been more prepared for this, but I just didn't even... Alright. Each 2d8 bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Even more than I thought.
But this is actually going to be more because these are... icicles and it's not hail. Alright.
With fiery little bits landing on their fur.
Okay. So minus...
Which I'm sure they just love.
Each of
Yes.
them takes 16 points of damage from the falling icicles. And then... Oh, they don't take cold damage because they're... Alright. Okay, then.
Alright, so that was my held action. Whose turn is it next?
Okay. So the wolf got halfway through before you dropped these icicles on it, so it fell on him. I'm gonna say it knocked both of them prone, so it's gonna spend the rest of its turn using its action to get to his feet. Korgash.
So are we fighting these things now, or are we still running away from them?
I wouldn't run in that tunnel,
No, not now.
but it might pay to get ready for that mammoth.
Now, Korgash will move to up to
Because-
here next to Merrick and have his great axe ready for that mammoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those winter wolves, they're in league with that mammoth, because if they weren't, they would have eaten that mammoth.
They did
Not
say
to mention- Not to mention, you'll be happy to know upon hitting 3rd level, I took an oath that works just perfectly with you. core gash, so you'll be happy.
Okay.
Nortsu goes on 0.
Right. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
All right, guys, just nobody get near the mammoth. It can't move. It goes on 0.
Okay. With a mighty roar, the mammoth awakens. And uses its action to get to its feet. Because that's all it can do. Kikri.
All right, so I'm gonna yell at the elk to bring down the rest of that ceiling. The elk is going to jump up and headbutt the ceiling and bring down the rest of those icicles on top of the winter wolves.
Okay. The elk is going to jump up and headbutt the ceiling. Wow. How intelligent is an elk? Because, I mean, headbutting the ceiling, it's pretty full of icicles. Is he going to stab himself through the skull with an icicle?
Probably not, I'm guessing. But I'm not saying impale your head upon the icicles. I'm just asking to run into the wall, hit the side of the ceiling with its rack, whatever it's got to do to bring down the rest of those
Now,
icicles.
that it can do. It can slam its body into the wall to break more icicles free. Okay, so elk there is going to actually move sideways, take a few steps back, not trampling over anybody, and then run forward and crash into the wall there, dislodging more icicles.
More than an alchemist fire can do, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the icicles are going to extend out that far. And the wolves shall take more damage from falling icicles. All right. They are going to take 12 more points of damage each from the falling icicles. And they are not happy.
Oh, I'm sure they're not.
No.
But I'm going to turn back and I'm going to hunter's mark the mammoth.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up to this spot right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold my action when that mammoth gets close enough to me. I'm going to stab it.
Okay. All right, Merrick.
I really want to back you up and wait on this, but if I don't attack it, I'm going to lose my rage.
Go for it, dude.
All right. Higgle roll! And the rage begins.
I mean, it's smart to run up to it and don't let it get a charge on you.
Yeah, actually, I'm going to run up to it and where I get it centered. So there'll be plenty of room for everybody to get around and tap on it. That's what I'm looking for. 19 to hit, 11 damage.
A 19 will hit for 11 damage.
Piercing.
Okay. All right, Dagnall.
Let's see. So I am going to cast Bless on Kikri, Korgash, and myself because it's only 30 feet.
Okay. You can hit Dagnall too.
I am diagonal.
I'm sorry, you can hit Merrick as well.
Merrick.
He's within 30
Yeah, I'm in
feet of you.
30.
All right, those three.
Okay. Alright. So you guys have Bless. Yay.
That's where you take the extra D4
Yep.
on a roll, correct? Yeah.
Attack
Alright.
save.
I will activate that clicky box for Bless.
Wolf number 1 was knocked to the ground when you guys knocked more icicles on top of it, so it spends its turn getting to its feet. Ursha.
Let's see. I am going to double move and hang out there.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Wolf number 2 was knocked to the ground again and is getting to his feet. Korgash.
Korgash! Yay! Everybody cheers for Korgash. Korgash gonna charge this thing. Let the elk handle the wolves for now.
Alright.
And he will get off his spell page. Swing his new great axe at it.
Alright, Korgash. Swing your new great axe at it.
11?
Will miss.
The
But
spell
you
of
have
Great
Bless.
is really nice. Are you adding your Bless, by the way?
Oh, what is Bless? 14?
It's
One.
it's a
You rolled
D4
D4.
additional.
Oh!
And there's a little toggle on your character sheet under your stuff that says global attack modifier.
13.
A 13 will hit.
For 13?
Yes.
Good deal.
Alright. Do you get a second attack now or just a single attack?
Just the one. I've only got one weapon now.
Okay, I thought as much. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. It is the mammoth's turn. Alright, so it's got 2 creatures in front of them. Korgash, you're pretty darn big, and
Pretty darn small.
Merrick is pretty darn small. And you both dealt damage to it. Yeah. Wow.
Almost same amount, too.
Huh?
Almost same amount of damage, too. Pretty close.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, Merrick, he's going to go for you because you came screaming at him first. So he is going to attempt to gore you. Does a 12 hit?
No. Mark, could you do the honors and just say gore for me 3 times?
All right.
Gore.
Kikri.
All right, so the elk is going to bring down more icicles. I'm not going to change that.
Okay.
I'm going to fly up and begin flying around this mammoth's head, stabbing at it with my spear.
Okay, so the elk is going to back up once again and run at the wall again.
This thing's going to have brain damage if you keep running it into
Actually,
the
he's going to back up this way and run at the wall this way now. Because he already slammed one side. And yeah, now it's at the point where he brought down icicles upon his own head as well. Because there's just no doing for it. And he has managed to successfully bring down the icicles in the whole entire hallway. So everybody in the hallway, let's see if we can do dexes here. Wow. Okay, both the wolves managed to avoid being knocked prone, but they still get hit by falling icicles, as does our dear elk friend. So they all take 16 points of damage from the icicles. Okay.
Them wolves dead yet?
Nope. Alright, and then Kikri, you flew over. The elk is doing his. Are you making an attack as well, Kikri?
I am. Yeah, I've got a couple attacks I can make.
Alright.
So the first one's going to be a spear.
Okay. Alright.
14 to hit
That will hit.
for 13 points of piercing.
Okay.
And then, as a bonus action, I will slash at it with my claws as well.
Alright.
All right, that is a 9 to hit, though.
That will
Well, it's a
miss.
natural 1, so it's going to miss automatically.
Okay. Merrick.
All right. All right. I guess we are going to stay the course and just holler out for Tempest to give me strength, as I just tithed to him not too long ago.
Okay. Don't forget your bless.
There is a toggle on the character sheet where I'll automatically add it in for you.
Where?
It's in the middle of your character sheet, below all your weapons, attacks, and damages. There's a little toggle that says global attack modifier, and it says 1d4 plus.
Oh. Oh, I took them out. I took them. The problem is I took them out. I know. I'm a fool.
Took what out?
There before. Boop. Here we go. That was my extra plus to hit, so 14 for 5.
You didn't take your global attack modifier out, Beans. I just put it in there for you.
Oh, did you?
So next time you roll, it'll show up. Alright. So, 14 for 5 points of damage. So you deal 5 points of damage to this lovely mammoth. Alright. Dagnall.
I will raise my warhammer in the air, and I will yell Besmidon Alder, and I will cast Sacred Flame.
Okay. Dex saving throw.
Yeah.
It got a 19.
That's
Nothing happened.
It rolled a 20.
that's one dancing mammoth.
Yeah, it rolled a natural 20, so. Alright.
But doesn't it burn the ground underneath it and it falls in the water and then it freezes and melts?
Nice try.
And we still walk away?
All right. Wolf number 1 is standing upright. It is going to disengage from the elk and start making its way out. Let's see. And they have 50. But it is rough terrain now, so it can only go so far. Ursha.
Okay, so this chair here,
Uh-huh.
can I go over it?
What do you mean over it? Can you
Can I climb it? Like, are my crampons going to be all right and not make me fall to go, like, through?
You want to climb over it to get to the back of the Norsu?
Yes.
Okay.
She wants advantage, I think, is what
Yes.
she's getting at.
I totally get it. Yes, you can climb over it. All right. I have a silly question. Are you actually going to sit on the chair as you're climbing over it, or no?
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm just asking. I mean, because I know somebody like Korgash would probably go, I'm going to climb over this chair, but wait, I'm going to sit on it first, and then I'm going to climb over it some more. That's the only reason I'm asking, because Korgash would do something like that.
Yes, he would. No, I am not.
Okay.
No,
It was
Fargo would do something like that.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're
No,
right. Fargo would
It sounds
do
more
something
like a
that.
Pierre thing. And then just shoot it from a distance while he's sitting in the chair.
All right. Okay, so you move over the... Wow. You're going way far back behind the Norsu.
Like, I don't need to be that, like, around there. I don't necessarily want to be, like, too close to it, because I don't want to get kicked by it.
Ah.
Don't worry about it. I got you covered.
Okay.
Where did my sheet go? Now, is that going to take all of my action, or...
You were over here. You have, what, a 30 move?
Yes.
So that's all your move. You can still do an action,
Yeah.
like shoot a
35,
bow.
no?
You could shoot a bow or something if you want.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
Okay.
Maybe.
You will hit for 9 points of damage.
My screen isn't changing.
Your what?
My screen. It's okay. I'll log out and log back in.
Okay. Alright. As you deal your damage. Wolf number 2 is turning around and trying to get out of here as well. Okay. Korgash.
Half the wolves are retreating, apparently.
There we go.
We're going to another entrance.
Logic. I want to slash the
Okay.
thing
You slash then. Slashy.
for 11 points.
Woohoo! 11 points of slashy damage.
Whoop.
Alright. You guys are really beating up on this. Okay. It is
Does
its
split
turn.
only work once, or is it so for a certain amount of period of time?
I think it lasts a minute, right?
Mark?
Bless.
Yeah.
Bless. Yeah, how long does it last? Is it just like a one-use thing, or does
10
it...
round.
10 rounds, thank you.
Okay. Alright, oh, it's goring you, Beans.
Me
So-
again?
Yeah.
Orcs beat the crap out of it.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. Kikri.
You're just going to continue flying in circles around it, poking at every
Alright.
possible soft spot.
You guys do have advantage on attacks now. Well,
Oh,
Oh.
deal.
well, you did when Kikri was on the other side, but still, yeah, there's 3 of you and one on the back side, so yeah. Okay, Kikri.
Finding my character sheet.
No problem.
And Mandy gets sneak attack damage if she hits.
Yes, she
All right.
does.
She got it last time too.
Yeah, I
Okay.
gave it to her.
D6 was
9 points of damage.
22 to hit for 9,
Yep.
and then bonus action martial arts slash. That is a 22 to hit for 10 more damage.
Nice. So Kikri's over there kicking ass and taking names as he's hacking and slashing. Merrick.
All right. Stay the course, I say. Stay the course. Oh,
All
I
right.
probably forgot my bless. Oh well. Didn't need it.
I added your bless. I don't know why it didn't show
Oh,
up.
does it just keep... No, it didn't add it.
I don't know why. Maybe I forgot to save your character sheet. That's weird. Huh. I don't know why it didn't add it, but it should have. Oh well.
That's all right. I hit.
Okay. You might need to close your character sheet out and open it up again. That could be.
Okay, I'll try that.
11 points of damage. Okay. Dagnall. Dex save again.
Merrick isn't adding his bonus from raging to damage.
I can't. It's not a strength weapon. It's finesse.
Okay.
There's a reason. We can talk
Okay.
about it after the game if you wish.
14 Dex save, so it saved. Okay. Cannon is moving back again out of the icicles. Ursha.
I will take another shot at it. No,
You forgot to roll with advantage.
I did.
And it still misses. Sorry.
Uh-huh. Because, 12s.
Okay. Corin. Moves on out. Alright. Korgash.
Another hacky slashy.
Oh, I forgot to ask you what the elk was doing on your turn, Connor.
I was going to have it chase them and gore them.
Okay. It moves at half speed through it so it can keep chasing them.
Much like they do.
Okay. Yep. Alright.
That'll keep from coming back.
So it would be up to here then. Alright. Korgash attacks for 9 points of damage on this woolly
What?
mammoth.
One off on a crit. Makes me sad.
Alright. It is its turn. It is going to try to gore again. A 25 to hit this time.
On.
You.
Damn. Well, I guess I'm hit.
22 piercing damage.
Okay, so 11. I got 11.
As it uses its horn to gore down into your shoulder, stabbing you through the shoulder.
All right.
Kikri.
All right, I am going to continue flying around this creature, and as I'm flying around, stabbing and clawing and everything I can to hurt it.
Okay.
Uh, 27 to hit for 10 points of damage from my spear,
Alrighty.
and then my unarmed strike.
17 for 8 points of damage.
Yeah, 17 for 8 more.
Alright. You guys are definitely going to town on this here woolly mammoth.
And they say rangers stink.
Yeah,
All right.
they're supposed to be the worst in the game, them and monks.
Merrick.
And they say if you make a barbarian with a 0 strength modifier, you're a fool. I don't know why Bless isn't going to work, but watch, it probably won't work again.
I don't know why, but it should. It's really weird.
Didn't.
That's alright. You still hit it. Alright, as Merrick rears back with his rapier and stabs the woolly mammoth through the eye, and it collapses to the ground.
How the hell did I get it in the eye? Would I jump on its trunk?
It bent its head down to gore you.
Oh, yeah, it did. That'll learn it. Try to gore me. Bring yourself down to my level.
Learning at this point.
Oh, so it's dead?
Yes, it is dead.
Alright, go us.
Woo!
Is anybody hurt?
I am down 11 points of damage. Other than that, though, I'm feeling fine. It was just one woolly mammoth horn.
You get 11 back.
Yay! I'm full again. Thank you.
But those, we'll probably want to raid real quick because those winter wolves, I mean, the elk can only chase them so long.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you, in all honesty, I don't think the winter wolves are going to be coming back for us.
I don't think so either.
They got pounded really bad. The elk chased off after them. They're probably going to make their way out into the cold.
Damn. Why did Mel have to say something? I want to sit in the chair now.
Alright. So Dagnall, you healed Merrick, right?
Yeah, I'm fully healed.
Alright. Okay. Ursha, what are you doing on your turn?
Well, I'm gonna look around for anything else in the room, obviously, but yeah, I don't want to find those winter wolves anymore.
Okay. Don't want to find them, did you say?
Yeah, I don't want them to come and find us either.
Okay.
So I'm totally fine with beating feet. I'll let my friends know that.
I thought there were 2 people we want to try to save.
Oh,
What? Oh, what are you talking about? What?
Wow.
I like the way
You were
you
all
say
about
that.
saving people when we first got here.
that was before a woolly mammoth tried to eat us.
It didn't try to eat us. It tried to hit us with its horns. It wasn't us. It was just me.
Yeah.
Woolly mammoths don't eat people. They're not carnivores.
Well, do I look like I've been around woolly mammoths often?
I'm assuming they're like elephants.
Indeed, they are.
The answer is no. No, I have not.
Right, what do
I
you
still
guys...
want to know if that chicken will eat eggs that the dwarf has.
Alright, what now, guys? What now, brown cow? What now?
We're gonna
Well,
search the building.
Yeah, there's still more to look.
At this point, if we wanted, we could really get at that giant. So that might be a good idea, too. I'm probably the quickest person, so I'll fly back and use some of the whale oil to melt down the ice enough that we can chip that giant out of there.
Do we want to be chipping giants out of ice?
Do I want to be looking at what did this? Yeah,
Okay.
because we came here to stop the giant, who apparently was motivating the wolves to go attack the people. If something's capable of taking out giants, I'd like to have some clues as to what it is, because it's more dangerous than the giant.
All right.
No, I'm weird that way.
We can't just leave you here. You're our guy. So off we go.
You know what they say about bird people? Logic.
Also, shinies.
Chinese. And magic ships and bottles.
Every game I've taken something, and I don't know if anybody's ever noticed, I've taken something shiny every game from wherever I've been.
Connor, I have a question for you, just because I'm curious. The elk that you guys summon, how long do those last?
A conjure animals only brings them around for a minute, but
Okay.
that's enough.
Okay. Alright.
Considering it's only 6 seconds a combat round.
Yeah. Alright. So you guys are gonna go exploring some more?
After,
Figure out what happened.
yeah.
Alright, so you're gonna go back and get the whale oil and chip away at the ice and then go exploring some more?
I mean, at this point, they can go exploring some more, and I'm going to work on the giant. If anybody wants to help me, they can.
I can help.
Let's stay together.
Yeah, it could be a frustrating job to do all of that. So,
Okay. Do. Working on a giant. Working on a giant. Chipping away, chipping away.
Let's put him in the seat and see if he becomes a zombie giant.
No.
Chippity doo dah, chippity yay.
Hey, Mel.
Sure, the way magic works is we're the
Hey,
ones
Mel.
that bring them back
Yeah.
to life. We can tell them what to do.
Are there any large pieces of metal around here?
Not in this room, no. I mean, but you guys all have swords, right? Those are large pieces of metal.
Well, I don't have a sword.
Ah, they have swords.
I'll give the dwarf one of my hand axes.
Okay.
I was looking for something larger. I guess, we didn't see anything when we came in, right? Metal wise.
Well, there was banding on the barrels, so I mean, you could probably take a piece of banding off the barrel.
Okay. I'll go get a piece of banding off a barrel, bring it back, and I'll lay it on here, and I'll use heat metal.
Okay.
So I get it nice red and hot, and that should help melt some of this ice.
good thinking.
Great idea.
Otherwise, we're going to be here for like 4 weeks.
I can cast Firebolt, but I don't know how much
Is
you
it a
want.
cantrip?
Yep.
Be like a little welder.
All right.
I can.
I'm basically using a pickaxe because that's what I got.
All right. You guys are picking at it and picking at it and picking at it. Everybody roll a perception check for me. I would say
Is it related to the landscape or no?
yes and no.
Kinda.
Kinda, yeah, kinda. I mean, so yeah, I would say probably yeah. That's right. Ursha, you're chipping away when you see movement out of your peripheral vision.
Whoa. I see movement out of my peripheral vision. Guys, look!
What are you eating?
An ice cube.
All right. So Ursha yells at you. Guys, look. And you look up. And those of you that can see, do see. Do you see?
I see.
All right, Ursha.
They're gonna eat us?
Surrender now.
I have half a mind to just yell at them and say, "You lied to us," and zap them with a firebolt.
And what are you gonna do? It's your turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Growl, you lied to us.
Watch, it's two totally different ones. What the hell?
Okay,
Sorry.
it's like the same ones? Because I would know this. They'd be pretty gross looking after being.
Oh, they're
pummeled
pretty
with-
gross looking. They're covered in blood and stuff.
So I'll talk to them and give them a chance. And if they look like they're going to eat me, I'm totally zapping them with a firebolt. I'm
They're
just
not
saying.
going to eat us. They want way out of their way to get to us.
Oh, they'll eat us. The mammoth wouldn't eat us, but these will eat us.
Maybe we can barter the mammoth carcass for our lives.
But they had to be in the cahoot with the mammothite. Like,
Yeah, they were in the they were in cahoots in some way, but we weren't able to figure out why.
Yeah, but it's dead now. The cahooting is over. Oh well.
okay, so looking at them, do they look like they're going to eat us?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They most definitely look like they're gonna eat you. That misses.
Yep, it does. I just wung it past them just to show them I mean business.
Okay.
Yeah, totally meant to miss them. And every other thing that I do.
All right. Let's see here. 5. Okay, Kirkri, Merrick, and Korgash make a dex saving throw as a cone of cold comes at you.
Goddamn breath weapon. Nope.
Okay, Korgash, you take 18 cold damage.
Ow.
Kikri, you take 9.
Hold on. I've got to. I'm reading one of my abilities. I have advantage on it. Okay.
And you take 18. No. You take 9 points of cold damage.
I take 9.
9, yes. Alright. Korgash. You're pretty freaking cold right about now. Oh, you moved? You weren't there before.
I just moved now.
Okay. That's so weird. Okay.
I was right there.
No, you were right here.
No, it wasn't.
No, he was back in front of me.
No, I was right there.
Then my game had you there and it didn't work. So never mind, Korgash. You didn't take the 18 points of damage. When I moved the stupid wolf up, you were sitting right there where I'm pinging, right
I
next
was
to where
wondering
you
why
are.
you didn't move up to me.
Yeah.
Weird.
No, Korgash was right there on my screen. Wow. So
I was
yeah,
sitting there, I'm like, oh, I wonder why that thing stayed 5 feet away from me. That's
yeah.
weird.
So Korgash, you did not take damage off of that because you weren't there. All right, you
Cool.
attack it.
Still gonna whack him. I probably don't get that +4 anymore, but
You
does
don't,
it fit?
but it takes 11 points of damage. So, all right, Kikri.
Right, I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna say, you don't have the intelligence you were born with if you're coming back for us after that.
I'll move my hunter's mark to it, and I'm going to fly down and stab it.
Okay.
Because that is a remarkably poor judgment and self-preservation.
Yeah, well.
They don't look very bright.
They're incredibly smart. They're smarter than a lot of us, honestly.
The thing is, they didn't know you defeated the mammoth. They were already outside circling around when you had defeated the mammoth. So they didn't know. They were coming in to try to save the day.
24.
Yep, and that does hit for 14 points. Okay, Merrick.
Higgle roar. So we're raging. I probably should mark that down.
Okay.
Use 2 out of my 3. Okay. What the hell? You've been messing with my character sheet?
What are you talking about?
My character sheet was all opened up and stuff.
Oh. Alright. That misses. Dagnall. Warhammer. Alright. And you critted. What's the damage on that?
Yay, the cleric cast Warhammer.
Oh. 5 plus 6. Okay. Actually, I just did your damage for you. It gave you 11 points of damage. If you click on where it says Warhammer in red, it gives you the damage. Are you doing it two-handed or one-handed?
One, I have a shield.
Okay. So it did 11 points of damage to Wolf Boy here. As you smash back with your Warhammer and hit it in the shoulder, and it collapses to the ground in a heap of bloody, furry mess. And then, whoop, bye-bye. It runs far, far, far away. Alrighty.
Yeah, it's like, I guess it doesn't think that it's worth it after all, huh?
Apparently not. It thought it was worth it when you guys were still engaged with the woolly mammoth. Okay.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that down later.
That fight would have turned out very differently if we had to fight both of those at the same time.
Yes.
We should track that down, though, so it doesn't harass the city. It'll leave a blood trail that you can follow.
Unless the things were part of the city.
Alright. So, you guys managed to chip through the ice on this ice giant, although it does take you quite some time. And yeah. Kikri, as you spend some time examining it, and if Dagnall wants to get in on that, because Dagnall's a healer, he'll be able to examine the wounds as well. Yeah, it looks like he was killed with swords. Kikri, you are a scout / ranger, whatever. As you're examining everything and the weapon and the stuff, you've determined, yes, Pokey / he killed the giant. You've determined that the slashes and stuff weren't super deep in nature, but they were numerous. Like, they hit the giant many times. So, based on your assumptions, it would have been a humanoid creature of medium size or so. nothing extraordinary about any of the damage inflicted.
No gear or interesting things left on it.
No, the body has been stripped of anything except basic clothing for the most part. There's no weapon, no armor or gear or anything like that. It looks like it had armor at one time, but it was stripped off.
It sounds like it was consistent with an adventurer.
Quite possibly.
Why would he have froze it, though? He or she?
Or it just froze over time.
Yeah, a layer of frost building up on them.
Yeah, could be.
Can we determine how long it's been since he died?
Now that it's thawed out and you can examine it a little bit more, the adventure doesn't say why it was entombed in ice or how it was entombed in ice. So I'm going to say by, if you look at it as just a matter of, I'm guessing that the wolves actually entombed it in ice with their frost breath.
Or it could be giant physiology. Like when stone giants die, they begin to be encased in stone. Just what happens after they die.
Okay. Yeah, it's really hard to determine how long he's been dead just because the ice acts as a preservative, and so examining the wounds doesn't really give you much of an answer because there's no decay or anything to base your answer on.
We can take a look at the rest of this place, though, and see if there's any people here. And then it's, yeah.
Out of game, I can tell you he's been dead for over a year. He was killed by an adventurer's party over a year ago.
Hey, ha ha ha! Walloo!
The wolves were trying to fool us.
We were able to put that together, though, that he died from adventurers a while ago.
Yep.
Very true. All right, you're going to keep exploring? What room do you want to go to next?
This one.
Okay. Left or right? All right.
Right?
Okay. A massive...
Well, everybody's already moving left. So.
A massive
We'll go
table
left.
hewn from a single block of ice stands in the middle of this cold chamber, surrounded by chairs also made of ice. Many of the chairs are chipped and cracked. All right.
Wait, this one has
I'm up on it. Here
I'm
we
sorry,
go.
what?
We got a new hangout, guys. Here we are.
sitting on the chair this time.
Yeah, sitting on the chair.
All right. Okay. So, are you going to examine the room at all?
Sure.
Yes,
Look around.
absolutely.
All right. Merrick, you're the smallest one. You
Yes.
see a 1 foot tall stone statuette of a spindly creature that you recognize as the one who ran off with your fox, or looks like the one who ran off with your fox.
Oh, hey, it's Oogly Moogly, the fox stealer. But it's a statue. I'm going to try to carefully pick it up as not to hurt it.
All right.
I don't want to break the statue.
Okay. So you pick it up so as not to hurt it, and as you guys are examining the room,
The Chewinga?
yes, the Chewinga. Good.
Yeah, the Oompa Loompa, that's what I said.
Okay.
Oh,
Chewinga. Get it right.
Chewinga. Chimichanga.
Okay. All right. Why can't I pull this over? Dang it. What the heck is going on with... Oh, that's why. Okay. There we go. Let's see if that works. No. Wow. This game's pissing me off. I don't want to do that. Okay, anyways, 3 kobolds are behind the chairs. I would pull up a picture of them, but the game just totally does not want me to pull up a picture of them.
Are they frosty kobolds or normal kobolds?
They're frosty kobolds. They're alive, but they're frosty.
Oh,
They are Icewind kobolds. They are not attacking.
don't you guys usually hunt or work for dragons or something?
We need place out of the snow, so we came here. Yeah. We came here, but then the mammoth was here, and the wolves were here, and can you help us get out of here? We don't want to be here no more.
Sure.
Uh-huh. That seems fine.
Does it?
Why wouldn't it?
Oh.
Please, we just don't want to get eaten.
I mean, met kobolds before. They usually aren't.
I don't want to get
Unless being commanded by somebody all that bad a folk. So what does the statue have to do with these 3 things?
The statue is on the floor, underneath the table, but you guys are
Oh,
searching
I
the
found
room.
them. Okay.
The kobolds were hiding behind the chairs.
Ah, okay, now I gotcha. How did this statue get here?
Well, we're sorry. Well, it jumped up and it scared me, and I attacked it before I did. I didn't mean to kill it.
Oh no.
Wait, statue was living? Huh?
You can turn things to stone?
Was it Chewinga?
Oh, it was a Chewinga?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I didn't mean to kill it, though. I really didn't.
Kikwi? What do chewingas turn to stone when they die?
Chewingas are elemental spirits.
Ah. Well, I'll wrap them up nice and put them in my pocket and be like, we probably should bury him somewhere where we'd be happy. Maybe in the woods.
Okay. All right. Are you guys gonna help the kobolds out?
Might as well.
Might as well, yeah.
Hello?
Tell them to stay the hell out of 10 towns, though.
I mean,
All right.
You better carry your own load, though.
Okay. Well, we could go with you. We could help in a fight.
That's what I meant. Hold your own. Don't hold us back. Don't run away.
All right, so
Okay. Thank you. All right. Next room.
yeah, to the right.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Ah, it's a heavy shark.
All right. A sour stench of decay fills your nostrils. Lying on the ice-packed ground is the frozen corpse of a whale, crudely butchered. Beside it is a blade in the shape of a paring knife the size of a longsword. All right. So there you is. You guys searched this room. All right. An alcove west of the carcass has a 6 foot long, 5 foot wide, 5 foot tall stone chest half buried under ice.
So around here.
Yes.
Well, pointy ears, we got a job for you.
Okay.
This is what you're made for, right? Isn't this what you do?
Kind of.
All right. So you're going to have her melt the ice down?
Yeah. That, and if it's a lock chest or whatever, that's, kind of her thing.
All right. Well, you chip away / melt away at the ice. It takes you about 20 minutes. And you do not see a lock on the chest.
Oh, great, it's a mimic.
And the rogue was never seen again. She was
As the music starts up again. No, 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 no,
Um,
no, no, no.
Are you going to go after it, or did you want me to open it?
I can give it a go.
All right.
There's got to be some way to open it.
Are you going to open it?
Yeah.
Okay, you open it. It has giant-sized tools used for flincing.
Used for what?
Flincing.
Fluncing, that'd be like removing the skin or scales off of a creature.
You know, like the whale carcass that's in here.
Yeah.
It also has a small scrimshaw goat.
Like a goat carved out of scrimshaw?
Yes. A goat
No,
carved
it's
out of scrimshaw.
Small to a giant or small to us?
It fits in your hand.
No.
It could be valuable or even magical.
I know what to do. Here. Hand it to me. I'm all excited.
And he sticks it in his butt.
All right. Are you going to hand it to him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to will it to make a mystical goat appear because I believe all the stories that Dan Kikri's been telling me all this time. And in the stories, there was a guy who had a little, wasn't made out of scrimshaw, but it made a panther. So I'm going to try to make this thing make a goat.
Oh dear.
So you guys see.
Should have just shoved it in your butt.
So Ursha hands Merrick the goat, and you see Merrick scrunching up his face. It looks like he's concentrating really, really hard on this little goat. And
what are you doing?
And nothing happens.
I'm making a goat appear.
You look like you're constipated.
I'm not a drow. I don't know how these things work.
All right. Nothing happens. When you get back to town, maybe you can talk to somebody about the goat. All right.
Yes.
You guys gonna keep going? You still need to find the kids.
Okay. Well,
Oh, here.
I'll throw this on our carrier.
Okay.
Him.
Okay,
Here,
so-
carry this.
So this way?
Yep.
Yeah, it's an exit.
Yep. It's an exit. I was just gonna move you all as a group, but
Oh, okay.
that's
Okay.
all right. Everybody's all separate now. Just move into the next room.
There's the third entrance, which we didn't go in.
Exactly.
That is all crushed crap now.
Okay. There. Yay. You make it into the third entrance room. And you finally
And that's
found
where
the
they
kids. A huge slatted animal cage with a locked gate attached to it by rusty hinges stands against the west wall of this chamber. Trapped inside the cage are two shivering humans in cold weather clothing. They look fearfully at you.
Don't worry, we're not here to eat you.
Where are the kobolds?
They're with you.
Okay.
All right.
Don't even think about it.
So Silja is a spindly girl with pointy teeth. Snow clings to the ends of her long braids. Finn has a piebald face flanked by small malformed ears. He is examining the brackets that hold together the slats of the cage to find a way to break them. His hands are frostbitten and his teeth chatter uncontrollably.
Oof.
Well, we can build a fire here for them to warm up next to while we get them out of the cage.
Okay.
Because we're going to need to get them ready to walk back.
Yeah, Dagnall might want to take a look at that frostbite.
And I'll try to pick the lock to let them out.
Okay.
If he can't, I will give it a go as well.
Alright. Go ahead and roll with roll your lockpick with advantage since she's assisting. Whew. Okay. Yep. You can pick the lock. Alright, so you pick the lock and get them out. Alright, alright guys, there isn't it's getting fairly late. It's already 1:30 at night almost, so
Oh, holy cow.
yeah.
Quick question:
The
are they
game runs
grown-ups
pretty
or
fast.
children?
They're younger teenagers.
Oh no, they've been having sex in here.
Oh my
That
god.
explains
I was going
smell.
to say they're siblings, but that doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything. They could still be having sex in here.
Alright, so since it's so late at night, alright, there isn't really much more to do in here. Actually, there isn't anything more to do. You could
Are
spend a
they
little bit
injured?
frostbite.
All right, so I will go ahead and heal if they need healing.
Okay. Alright, do you guys want to try to take any of the whale oil back with you?
No.
No?
You know,
Yeah.
it's useful to the town.
It'd be incredibly useful to the town if we could take some back. It's
Oh,
also
this is sled,
about-
man.
I mean,
Can that chicken pull this sled?
No,
No.
it's not a pack. Yeah, it's not a. It's a riding animal. It's not a animal that would be used to. Besides, I was going to put the kids on the chicken and walk with it to get them home.
Good idea.
you guys could probably make some sort of makeshift sled and pull it yourselves.
I
Or at
mean, we
least-
do have an orc and a couple of other ones that.
Well, you've got big bones from that whale.
Yeah?
Oh, it's 500 pounds each though, and
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
you might be able to.
Sour Trek.
You could probably do one, not more than one, but you could probably make a sled of some sort to carry one.
But you know what? If they know the location,
They can come back and get it later on their own.
yep.
Yep.
True that.
I mean, we can take one. You know, get one with us and be helpful.
Yeah. To ourselves, because we'll keep it. Just a little bit.
All right. Okay, so you guys, are you going to take one back with you?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you make a makeshift sled. It isn't fantastic, but it's not the worst of the worst. It takes you a little bit longer to get back than it did. If you guys want to take a long rest
Quick-
here to...
Quick question. We're taking this place down, right? The whale oil plant's still happening?
No, because
This place?
we'll leave because there's the whale oil that the people might want to come back and get. What we haven't brought back with us.
Okay.
All right. You take 1 barrel of the whale oil back to town. You get back to town, and Silja and Finn are reunited with their mother, Hilda, who has been sick with worry but is overjoyed to see them alive. You guys are going to love this one now. So Hilda married her older brother, who was a hunter. He passed away a few years ago, but left behind some magic boots he won from a wayward adventure he bested in a drinking game. She will give you guys the pair of boots as a thank you. So,
What do
what
they
kind of
do?
boots?
there you go.
Oh, that item is freaking awesome.
I can use identify.
They are boots of the Winterland. These furred boots are snug and feel quite warm. While you wear them, you gain the following benefits. You have resistant to cold damage. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. You can tolerate temperatures as low as 50 degrees Fahrenheit with any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, that's a really awesome item for anybody that walks around on the ground.
Yeah.
So, like all of us?
Yeah, like the whole party.
But you only get one. So you guys have that in your journal so you guys can decide who gets them. Amongst
I just have
yourselves.
everybody roll a d100.
Yeah, you could do that.
I don't want them because I
Okay.
want the full benefit of them.
The only thing they do for me is reduce ice damage. That's really awesome for me.
It's the terrain, the difficult terrain,
Yeah.
and
I get a special dex advantage on it. I'd rather somebody else have them than me for that. For any dex check from sliding or slipping on something, I get a advantage on.
All right. Well, you guys made it back to town. You get your boots. You've been gone a while. You bring the whale oil back, so the town is very appreciative of the whale oil.
Did we kill that the one on the way back? Did we ever track him or no?
No. It ran
He
off away from the town.
He
Alright.
gone.
Oh, yeah.
So we saw the blood trail going way away.
Yes, way away. Not even the same direction.
All right.
Okie dokie. Anything anybody wants to do before we end up done tonight?
Who all wants these boots? We should probably do a roll off for those.
Yeah, you guys should do that.
Well, if we're going to split them later, this is pretty low on my totem pole. So if somebody really wants them, I'll pass.
So Kikri and Merrick pass. So that leaves Dagno, Korgash, and Ursha. You guys roll D100. See who
Clearly,
gets the highest.
the snooty elf in me wants all the goodies, so we're rolling a D what?
100.
And
right.
the new gal gets it.
Dagno gets it. Alrighty.
Dag nabbit, that gal.
Okie dokie, guys. That is it for tonight. Same bat time, same bat place next week.
Sounds good.
All right.